Hey, thanks for listening. This is your host, Caleb Hardwick. I'm here in the room we affectionately call the dump. This is the Hardwick brothers' bedroom. Joining me here today, I have my two brothers. Let's start with my older brother.
Hello.
That is the voice of Noah Hardwick. And also with us here is the younger Hardwick brother.
Are you going to introduce me?
Yeah, this is Seth Hardwick here. How's
Thank
it going,
you.
Seth?
It was going fine until you forgot to introduce me.
I didn't forget to introduce you. I thought when I had a pause, you would just naturally introduce yourself like Noah did.
You said Noah's
Frankly,
name.
I was a little confused by the pause myself. But
Oh, well, forgive me. This is my first time I've ever hosted a podcast, so you'll have to, help me out here.
Oh, sure.
So what y'all been doing today?
work. Yeah.
School.
Well, that's two things I didn't do today.
What have you been doing?
Glad you asked. I actually spent way too much time today working on the Twitter bot that I created.
Oh, yeah. I just got a new one that came out a moment ago.
What's a Twitter bot?
Good question. So basically, a Twitter bot is a robot that tweets automatically on its own without a human actually pushing tweet.
So it's like spam tweeting?
Yeah, but instead of spam, it's kind of become this new sort of art form, like where it automatically generates stuff and it eventually, because it produces so much spam, that it eventually becomes, it eventually produces something worthwhile, right?
Right, so it's like the time that I made a cake out of spam. That was like spam as an art form, right?
That cake was just nasty. The icing on that was just melting off of it.
We probably should have cooked the spam first.
Grease. But spam's fully cooked already.
I'm just going
That's a
to chalk it
disturbing
up to
thought.
artistic license. Anyway, we were talking about spam bots?
Twitter bots. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess same thing, but sure. Twitter bots.
So I came across this Twitter account that is called ThinkPieceBot. And basically what it does is it just tweets out, it generates random headlines that kind of just uses buzzwords to produce a headline, a fictitious headline. And so I'll read you a few these are the ones that kind of like came out today. Let's see. Young people and the fear of male egos. Clock truthers and coconut milk, not as badly paired as you think. Why robots change everything.
Well, that one's very plausible as an actual article.
Yeah, it is.
I like this one. This is probably my favorite one so far.
How do I link to these articles?
Good question. This is my favorite one so far. How ISIS explains Homer Simpson.
I want to read that.
Yeah, that's an intriguing one. Is it just because he's like the average American, or
Movies that do not cater to men exclusively.
Oh.
The real reason for jobless millennials? That was one headline.
Wait, really?
Yeah, movies that do not cater to men exclusively. The real reason for jobless millennials?
Sure. Ooh.
Anyway, so I read all these tweets because I spent too much time making my own Twitter
You spent
bot.
2 days on this.
Well, yeah, that's way too much time.
Like 10 minutes was too much time.
So because
Just reading those was too much time.
yeah. So basically, because almost my Twitter world basically revolves around baseball, mostly just follow baseball commentators. I decided to make a Twitter bot that just tweets fictitious baseball headlines, right? And so I had this old Twitter account that I've never actually used, so I used it to start tweeting random fictitious computer-generated baseball headlines. And so I used a program called, I think it was called Cheap Bots Done Quick or something like that. And so this is some of the stuff that it's generated so far.
Here's the latest one that just came out.
Oh, that's probably not a very good one.
Oh, it's probably not, but
Here.
I mean, it's the latest one. I mean, we got to...
Okay, read the latest one.
I mean, I read it. It's not too terrible. It's ranking the best and the worst beard clippings by team. Number 1 will explain everything.
I actually like that one.
I mean, there's some better ones too, but I mean that one.
It's basically
where did the Cardinals rank?
it's clickbait. Yeah, where do the Cardinals rank? Well, the Yankees would be like, well, maybe they'd be like first or they'd be last. I don't know because they have an all clean shaven policy. So, I think is that true?
They used to for sure, but I don't know.
If that's still true or
Steinbrenner is
not.
Still...
Yeah. So I'll read you a couple others that have come out today. Computer generated. Let's see. I liked this one. It says, let's see. Should Jose Altuve be in the Knock Knock Jokes Hall of Fame? A Bat Boy's opinion.
Who's Bat Boy?
He's Batman's sidekick.
I think his name is Josh.
Yeah, is it Josh?
Yeah, his name's Josh. Bat Boys are just generically named Josh.
It's just cheaper not to have to buy another jersey.
All right, here's another one. CC Sabathia is eating sunflower seeds much less since stretching at his autograph session.
I got a good one.
That sounds like a real life hacker tip right there.
Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is actually true, but unlike Mike Trout, Albert Pujols is an enthusiast of punching phones, says Jose Batista.
Okay, so that's what I did today. Anything else exciting happening to y'all? Seth, I know that you've been working on a bunch of Legos.
Yeah, that's true. As soon as I got home from school, I went to the Lego room and started playing with Legos.
Yeah, that's right. He said Lego room. He has a whole room for Legos, but it sort of overflows into all the other rooms too.
It's kind of like one closet and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 rooms elsewhere. You know, I mean, just
there's some right behind him right now.
What's right behind me?
Legos. There's some sort of cylinder thingy.
Oh yeah, they're also in the floor right beside me too. They're right there. There's like a pile of them, and there's some more over there in that corner, and over there. But yeah, so I've been working on building snot roads.
Yep.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
I've been there.
Yeah. Snot roads, contrary to popular opinion, it does not include snot. But it does include snot. Stud's not on top, that is. Yeah, I know. It's weird Lego terms. I don't know who thought that up. That was a terrible idea.
Well, I unloaded 33 pallets from a truck today. It took a long time.
Hello. I had the floor here. I was talking about Legos.
You were done.
You're done.
But I haven't even given my, I was going to tell everyone to come to SpaCon on September 24th.
Well, you can put that in next week's episode. So has anybody commented on your post, Seth?
Nope.
The only person that's commented on mine is our cousin Mary. She wants to know who our favorite girl cousin is.
I don't know. It's a hard one. I mean, I got 2 choices.
Yeah, we have 2 female cousins, so it really is kind of a 50-50
I'm gonna
toss
go
up here.
with my whatever it is cousin and go with Amber.
Yeah, that would be like a second cousin.
Yeah, I'm going with Amber.
That's a good way to go.
I mean, she likes to sit in the floor and color and play dots and stuff.
Can I go with a 2-way tie?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You need to call a lifeline?
Who can we call?
I don't know. You could call Mary.
I think we should call in our special guest for this week.
Is it Josh the Bat Boy?
Yeah. Okay. So somebody dial him up.
Yeah, this is Josh the Bat Boy. So what was the question again?
I think we were talking about somebody's knock knock jokes or something like that. And
Should be in the knock knock.
Oh
joke
yeah,
Hall of Fame.
so Jose Altuve, he's like the best knock knock joke teller I've ever heard. So he should totally be in the knock knock joke Hall of Fame.
I have a question. Are his knock knock jokes better than Ernie Steele's? And will Ernie Steele be inducted into the National Knock Knock Joke Hall of Fame?
Ernie Steele, like, man, he's a living legend. Funny Bones is maybe the funniest guy I've ever heard. But right, what were y'all calling me about again?
Well, I actually wanted to ask about, is Batista's jokes funny because of, like, is he just really good at the way he tells them, or is it just the context of the jokes?
Okay, let's be clear, like, it was Jose Altuve, not Batista.
Yeah.
These Twitter bots got me all confused.
Right, yeah. Because Jose Altuve is, like, only 5'7", which makes him really just naturally funny.
That sounds like a science right there.
Yeah, like, it's proven in the National Psychology and Comedy peer-reviewed National Journal that the shorter you are, like, the better you are at knock-knock jokes. That's why kids love them.
Well, the reason we called you was we have a dilemma here. My cousin wants to know who our favorite cousin is, and we got problems. We have two from, and we don't know which one to pick. How do we decide?
Okay, so, like, here's one that Jose told me. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cuz.
Cuz who?
That's my favorite instrument, the kazoo.
I thought kudzu was that stuff that grew down in Helena.
Look, I don't know. It's just what Jose told me, okay?
Oh, sure.
Look, I gotta go and, like, I don't know, scrub some cleats or something. So I'll talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, please.
All right,
we'd
bye.
love to have you on the podcast again. He hung out before I could finish.
Yeah. Oh, maybe next time he'll call back, or we can call him. I mean,
Where'd Caleb go?
Okay, so let's transition into talking about something else.
Like something deep and meaningful, so that our podcast has a purpose.
I was just thinking we could talk about music because we also have Amplify Fest coming up tomorrow, and who doesn't want to, discuss some Christian music?
It'll probably be over by the time we actually
By
air
the time you
podcast.
listen to this podcast, Amplify Fest will probably be over. However, that doesn't mean we can't go ahead and talk about it. So,
Yeah, if you happen to hear this podcast before, then you should definitely go see the Reed Pfeiffer project.
It starts at Friday, and what time does he?
He plays at 1 on Friday and like 2 o'clock on Saturday.
you kind of hesitated, like you couldn't remember what day came out after Friday.
Well, there are 7 days to remember, Caleb.
Let's see, it's a Friday, and then let's see. I think it's a Saturday. That's it.
So what's this Reed project?
Oh, well, Reed Pfeiffer was, he's from Benton, Arkansas, and he moved to somewhere in Ohio, I think. And
I just realized we can tie this whole thing back together. Reed Pfeiffer is Cliff Lee's cousin. Cliff Lee is the namesake of Cliff is Good, the Twitter bot I created.
well, there you go. That's all the reason you need is this guy is Cliff Lee's cousin. Therefore, you should go see him.
And actually, to correct Noah, he is at 3:30 on Friday, and he is at 2:15 on Saturday.
Is anybody
I was
there at
close.
that time on Friday? I mean, aren't people
No,
working?
I kind of doubt it, especially if it rains tomorrow afternoon. Like, it kind of
And-
looks like it might.
It very well could. Let's see. After him on Friday at 4:15 is Sarah Reeves, Trent Harmon, Flame, and then the evening show is Sidewalk Prophets and Building 429.
I recognize like 3 of those.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were the Christian music guru who knew everybody.
No, he's indie.
I'm better
Christian
at indie.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say I'm excited about Flame being there because he's like the first non-CCM Christian contemporary music guy that's playing at Amplify. So I just want to go there and like see the reaction on everybody's faces who are expecting like their K-Love music, and all of a sudden Flame goes out there and like drops a beat, and it's just gonna blow everybody away. I just want to go and see that moment, and when all these white people in their lawn chairs are just sitting back, and all of a sudden Flame comes out and he's just like dropping it, I think that's a rap term. I heard that somewhere. You drop a mixtape,
What is this stuff? All I hear is a bunch of, I don't even know what he's saying. Boy, what is all this stuff? Go back to the Chris Tomlin stuff. I want to hear some more about how good our Father is.
That's what I fully expect to hear tomorrow.
That sounds logical.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably logical.
So, Noah, tell us about some new Christian music that you've listened to. For those who don't know, Noah is kind of the Christian indie music guru. So tell us about something that you've listened to recently that you've enjoyed.
Well, there really wasn't a whole lot that came out this last week. It was a pretty slow week. Actually, August has been really slow in general. July, was just a big month. All sorts of big name releases with Need to Breathe, Switchfoot, and House of Heroes.
Didn't Skillet release one?
Skillet released one in August, and that's why I said it was a down month.
Oh.
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
Anyway.
That was a drum roll?
No.
It sounds like you were like, I don't...
Hey, let's see you try and do a drum roll while you're the one that's supposed to be, doing the sound effect. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, we were talking about... I was gonna say I've been listening to Gavi's one a lot.
There's only 4 songs on that. I don't know. How many times can you listen to it?
Well, when I say a lot, I mean I listen to it twice.
Okay, so for those who don't know, tell everybody a little bit about who Gavi is.
You probably know more about him than I do. I basically know that he is on, is it Humble Beast or Reach Records?
He's on Reach.
On Reach Records. He's the producer for some of the big name hip hop artists, and he put out a kind of electronic dance EP. Which is why I took notice of it, because I don't normally pay a whole lot of attention to hip-hop, because I'm one of those white people that is sitting out at Amplify that's going to be totally shocked tomorrow when Flame comes out. And here we go. We have a special guest.
It's
my mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you our lovely mother, Ms. Carla Hardwick.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Well, I came upstairs to tell you that we have a Facebook question from one of our loyal followers.
If it was Mary, we already answered it.
No, it's actually from Candace. Candace Gaddis. Just a second, I have to find it on my phone. You know how slow I am on my phone.
I have it right here. Okay, Candace wrote... What caused you to get so interested in chickens and chicken business? And referring that question to my mom.
Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know that I like chickens and have a bunch of them and ducks in the backyard and like to go out and speak to people, tell people about chickens and ducks and God, stuff like that.
You mean like eggvangelism?
Eggvangelism, yeah, that's what I do. Well, Candace, that's an excellent question. Obviously, you don't know me very well, or you would know the answer to that question. It's because I'm very intelligent, and I like to learn new things. And I kind of had already learned about everything else. And so I had a chance to learn about chickens and jumped on it, because I just enjoy learning new things. And there's a lot to learn about chickens and ducks. So there you go. That's the answer to my question. And thanks for asking. I'm done.
What a lot of people don't know is that actually the first Hardwick here to have chickens was yours truly, Caleb.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in 4-H, wasn't it?
It was like about in 5th grade. I had to sign up for a 4-H project, and I had decided almost to do bicycle safety, which would have been really lame. But... I'm just saying, out of the list of things that were on 4-H, it was...
Wear your bicycle helmet, all right? It saves lives.
I mean, there was just a lot of really lame things to do on that 4-H list, and so I couldn't decide what to do. So basically, Mom said, hey, guess what? Let's do chickens. And so somehow we ended up with a bunch of...
White leggers.
Yeah.
They were
you got
awful.
like 25 to start with, and
Yeah.
how many did we have when we were done?
I don't know how
Like
many
7?
3.
Well, that was a long time ago, so they've kind of all gone away. But
Well, we did have that one that lived like forever. That was like the grandma chicken.
she
Yeah.
did live a long time. She was a pretty scrawny,
Whatever happened to that
pitiful
chicken?
thing.
I think she finally found a raccoon. I mean, a raccoon found her. something like that. Well, I'd forgotten that, Caleb. I'm glad you brought that up. I knew it was somebody. I just assumed that it was Seth that had the chickens, but I was wrong. It was
No,
you.
it was Caleb first, but I got some Rhode Island Reds a few years later, although they weren't really Rhode Island Reds, but that's what they called them. And for anyone that can't see, which is everyone, I'm giving quotations in the air.
I think that when the county, I don't know what he's called, the guy that goes around and checks the chickens in the county.
The county agent?
County agent. Well, anyway, he came to our house, that guy in Saline County. He looked at our chickens and said, well, I've seen worse. And when he said that, it made me want to learn a little bit more about chickens because I hated to be criticized for the condition of our chickens. So I guess that's when I kind of got started in chickens. Okay, I'm done with that topic.
We just got a new one that came in. It's actually also from Candace, so I don't know if we can answer Candace twice on one podcast. Is that doable?
I don't know. Candace is a bit of a podcast hog.
Do we have any other questions?
I think you got one, Noah.
I do.
Okay, it's from Charles Wyatt.
That's my coworker.
And it says, can you talk about a brief introduction to quantum entanglement?
I don't think we have time for that.
I'd
All
like
right,
to hear
then.
you try anyway. I'm guessing that quantum, and you can correct me on this, and I've done the research, so I'm pretty sure this is true. Quantum entanglement has to do like with all those cables you roll at the warehouse at work, that like every now and then you just get these spools that are so tangled up that it generates some sort of quantum physics doohickey, and that's why it's called quantum entanglement.
And that's why the cables turn orange.
I thought that was just because of rust.
That's why I said we don't have time for this. It takes a long time to sort those cables out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you do know what it is, and you know how to fix it. You just don't have time to do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it could take all day to untangle.
I have a question for my mom.
Okay.
You earlier today you posted on Facebook quoting, "I have a full roasted chicken, deboned and shredded. What do I cook? Suggestions, please." So I'm curious, what did you decide to do with the chicken?
I decided to put it back in the refrigerator till tomorrow.
And the refrigerator.
What are we gonna do with it tomorrow?
I don't know. I was hoping maybe some of those
I
people that
figure
made
we'll probably ask
suggestions
the same question on
would
Facebook
come
again.
over. I was
Let's see. We have chicken enchiladas on there a number of times. Chicken salad, chicken and dumplings is on there a couple times. Chicken toxos.
Toxos. I know.
Toxos.
I know.
You gotta love those tacos that Ryan Co makes.
Toxos.
Oh yeah. Interestingly,
It actually really sounds like something that you could probably get at Taco Bell.
A toxo.
Interestingly enough, thinking about Rhineco, one of the my classmates in college in my environmental science class, their parent actually works at Rhineco.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him
Why is that interesting?
because we mentioned Rhineco. So I mean, it's like, and it's in an environmental science class. You know, it's
That's the class that explains why that we have that weird smell outside.
sort of. It turns out actually, I think we're gonna go and play in sewer.
Yeah, I had environmental science at Coda with Mr. Claflin. Mr. Claflin, this is pretty much his way of teaching. All right, everybody, we're gonna do some environmental science today. And what? What did you say? Okay, then, let's do some science.
Mr. Clafton, I asked, what we were gonna do today.
What were we gonna eat at the Taco Bell? Well, I was gonna have a toxo, but that was what I was gonna have. Now, let's do some science.
Mr. Clafton,
Yes, who said that?
me.
What?
Right here.
What?
Right here in front.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Can you tell me about the dinosaur findings that they've been digging up that you've posted about on your board over there?
The dinosaur findings? The what? Speak up.
I asked if you could talk about the dinosaurs over on the wall.
Swords on a ball? What kind of circus is this? No. We're going to talk about science.
So are we going to edit this part out?
Absolutely not.
Probably not.
We probably ought to.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to go back downstairs. So, happy podcasting. I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, so I have one more Facebook question before we finish up here. And the question is from Tracy Montgomery.
Hi, Miss
And-
Tracy.
Yes, hi, Miss Tracy. And she asked, I know you have chickens. Do you have any other animals?
Good question. How do we want to answer this?
I think we should make animal noises for all of our animals.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a large quantity of chickens, as you know, and we also have some.
I think we make one noise for every single animal.
So like, bok bok baka.
Times like 50.
So it'd be like quack, 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 quack.
Yep.
I think
Bark, bark. And
What do turtles make?
I was say, what noise does the turtle make?
Bubble.
Like,
Okay, we'll go with that. So we got a bunch of chickens. We got some ducks that we raise also, and then we have 2 dogs, and they are 3/4 Sheltie and 1/4 Beagle, and their names are Coca and Cola.
it seemed cute when we named them.
Yeah.
Hey, Cola is still cute.
That's true.
Cola is he just lies in the floor all day.
I gave
does
Coca
nothing.
a bunch of new socks today, and she was really happy.
Oh, well, that's good. And then we also have a turtle named Lance.
I didn't know his name was Lance.
Yeah, his name's always been Lance.
Wow, I'm really.
It's the turtle.
Aloha, Lance.
And this has been the duet performing act of Seth and Noah.
We
we'll
never sang
retire
at the
now.
same time, though, so it's not really a duet.
We didn't have to sing at the same time.
You
for it
sure?
to be a duet. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yep. So those are our animals. Bunch of chickens, bunch of ducks, 2 dogs, and a turtle who's apparently named Lance.
Yep. I think that'll about do it.
So let's wrap this up. Let's see. What have we learned today?
Anyone got Josh's on speed dial? We call him
No,
back.
he went to go clean some cleats or something.
Let's ask Josh what he learned today.
Oh, right, guys. So, yeah, like, I'm back. I went and I cleaned Jose Batista's cleats, and you would not believe. Like, maybe he's been walking around a construction site or something. I don't even know. But, like, right. So, what are we talking about?
We're at the end of our podcast, and we want to know what you've learned today.
Yeah, so I've been listening and, like, totally learned about quantum entanglement and how Noah's, like, totally an expert at it. I'm, like, really inspired by that. So, I also learned some about how, like, the Hardwick brothers think that it's really funny when a black guy plays at a concert where a bunch of white people are sitting in lawn chairs.
And that was Josh, everyone. So thanks for being with us, Josh.
Like, yeah, anytime, man.
Can we have Josh back on next time?
Probably not. So that'll do it. On behalf of my brothers, I'd like to thank you for listening. Theme music for this episode was You've Gotta Eat Your Vegetables by Bobby Prince. Editing was done by me, Caleb Hardwick. And we have no sponsor, but since I bought the microphones, I guess I'm basically the sponsor. So until next time, thank you for listening. Have a great day.